Inman, Kansas, Sub-State Championship 2015. Tonight we have the St. John Tigers against the South Central Timberwolves.
In accordance with the Kansas State Fire Marshal regulations,
right after our national anthem, we'll be right back to you with the starting lineups.
Activity programs at Inman High School are primarily for the student participants. The purpose of this activity is to provide positive learning experiences and opportunities for the personal growth of the participants. We're pleased to host the 2A Sub-State Tournament. This competition is being conducted according to the rules of the Kansas State High School Activities Association. Cheerleaders, officials, and spectators can and are expected to assist in the promotion and achievement of good sportsmanship ideals by taking personal responsibility for keeping this contest at a high level of fair, clean, wholesome competition. Good luck to both teams. Inman High School welcomes all of you to the first semifinal girls game of the evening. The winner of tonight's game will play for the Sub-State Championship on Saturday at 6 o'clock. We'd like to remind you that interscholastic sports teaches citizenship and sportsmanship. Please do your part by being a good sport. The officials for tonight's first game are Claire Gehring, Gerald Peterson, and Ben Strong. The St. John Tigers coming into tonight's game with a record of 15 wins and 6 losses, and the South Central Timberwolves coming into this game with a record of 16 wins and 5 losses. South Central will be the home team on the scoreboard. And now for the starting lineups. First for the Tigers. Number 11, a 5'4" senior, Ashlyn Fisher. For the Timberwolves, number 5, a 5'10" junior, Haley Umbridge. For the Tigers, number 12, a 5'6" sophomore, Haley Burns. For the Timberwolves, number 14, a 5'7" freshman, Taylor Evans. For the Tigers, number 15, a 5'8" senior, Tara Christie. For the Timberwolves, a 5'10" freshman, number 15, Riley Alexander. For the Tigers, number 32, a 5'5" junior, Andrew Hansen. For the Timberwolves, a 5'5" junior, number 21, Ryan Bain. For the Tigers, number 33, a 5'10" senior, Teresa Christie. And for the Timberwolves, number 23, a 5'9" junior, Michaela Jellison. The Tigers are coached by J.D. Smith, assisted by Trish Wade. The Timberwolves are coached by Tim Ritsky, assisted by Cindy Snyder. And now please rise for the national anthem sung by the Inman High School Notables, directed by Carissa Menard.
All right. National anthem sung by the Inman High School Choir. A group of them there, featuring Jacob Dirksen, who's going to be helping our commentate tonight as a state honor choir member. Tonight we have the 2-seed Tigers of St. John taking on the 3-seed Timberwolves of South Central. Starting tonight for the Tigers, Ashlyn Fisher, a senior wearing number 11. Bailey Burns, number 12, be a sophomore. Tara Christie, a senior wearing number 15. Brandy Hansen, 11 wearing number 32. Tessa Christie, 12 wearing number 33. The tip goes to South Central, and we are off. It's a good pressure defense by St. John. And we're going to have our first turnover of the night going against South Central. St. John ball now. Number 32, Brandy Hansen dribbles it up. Gives the ball off to the right side. Now back to the left. Cross-court pass. There's going to be an open shot there, but they refuse to take it. They'll look for something better. St. John works it around the perimeter. South Central packing the paint in the 2-3 zone. Looks like they're going to let St. John shoot the outside shot if they want it. Jake, it's good to have you back.
Good to be here.
Hey, that national anthem sounded great.
Thanks.
Nice pass inside. It just ball can't find a basket. We're going to have another turnover. This time, turnovers on St. John.
Lots of contact in that last possession. No foul called, though.
Tara Christie with the travel. Coldwater-South Central with the ball. Wow. Little full court pressure there by St. John. Now they back off.
Man-to-man pressure there.
Looks like we got another loose ball, and that's going to stay with South Central. South Central didn't have any problem getting the ball in bounds. Number 21, Reagan Bain, had the ball on the elbow, passes it over, and there's an elbow shot. No good. Bain with the rebound. Has it knocked away, and here comes St. John the other way. Nice look up court, just a little long. Now be another turnover on St. John's side, and they'll go back to South Central. Well, 3 turnovers, Jake, early in this ball game.
Tell you what, turnovers kill later on in the contest.
South Central, again, trying to get the ball in bounds. Or St. John, I'm sorry, trying to get the ball in bounds. No, I had that right the first time. South Central with the ball in bounds. St. John with full court pressure.
Wow.
And it looks straight man-to-man for St. John.
You don't see that very often.
South Central just cleared out and bring it up the court. No, you don't. It's not a bad idea in girls basketball. No. More turnovers you can force. That's a good shot by South Central. We'll take an early 2-0 lead. A little half-court trap here put on by South Central. St. John handled it without much difficulty.
This is a really high-energy, fast-paced ball game that we're seeing here on the court, Mr. C.
They didn't waste any time, did they, Jake?
No, they did not. But yet the score really doesn't show that. With only 2-0.
And just like that, we have another turnover. 3 turnovers already for St. John. South Central, number 23, Michaela Jellison will have the ball at the top to pass it to the far side.
Out of bounds. Nothing called.
St. John gets the rebound, long pass up court. They're going to have a fast break opportunity, and they get the bucket. Number 12, Bailey Burns for St. John gets the bucket. Again, that full court man-to-man pressure with St. John's to slow him down a little bit. Coldwater will clear it out and bring it up the court. South Central, I'm sorry.
Nice dump inside. 2 points. Wow. That was number 5 of the Timberwolves.
Haley Unruh on the basket. St. John moves the ball around, have a perimeter shot. She'll pass it up for something better. 3-point attempt. Hits the back iron. We're going to have a push in the back here on South Central. It'll be St. John basketball. Reagan Bain picks up the foul. It'll be her first. Team foul number 1. Inbounds pass goes straight to number 15, Tara Christie of St. John, but she can't get the bucket to fall. Here comes South Central. Michaela Dillison brings the ball up the court to the left elbow, now to the right elbow. South Central taking their time, looking inside, nothing there. Three-point attempt, no good. But South Central there for the rebound. Puts it back in and gets another 2-point. We're going to have our first timeout of the afternoon on St. John. I believe it's just a 30-second timeout.
We'll be back after the break.
Your ticket to an athletic event is a privilege to watch students learn on the playing court. Unruly behavior is unacceptable in the classroom, and the sports arena is a classroom. Good sportsmanship is a lesson to be learned by players and spectators. Remember, sportsmanship provides the human touch. The Kansas State High School Activities Association and USD 448 encourages you to make sportsmanship a primary concern as you support your chosen team.
Welcome back to the action. After a quick 30-second timeout by St. John, who has fallen behind here 6-2 off of really second chance points, Jake. Ashley Fisher brings it up the court for St. John. A little bit of sloppy basketball going on right now for St. John, who will turn the ball over again.
So we've kind of seen some consistent turnovers here from both sides right now, which is kind of not something that you like to see at this point in the ball game.
Especially for St. John, that's their 5th turnover already on the night. Michaela brings the ball up the court, set up the offense. We have 5. Nice look here to the high post. Nothing there, swings it to the near side. Jump shot up, no good. But there for the rebound and put back. Number 21, Reagan Bain.
3.5 minutes to go, first quarter.
South Central jumps out to a quick 8-2 lead. St. John now a little bit flustered, trying to move the ball around on the perimeter. They just don't look quite crisp and a little sped up, Jake. There's going to be another St. John turnover, number 6 for the evening.
Turnovers have been an unpopular theme in this game so far, and that's not something that you like to see. That really affects the team's morale. Nobody really can come off and do really well on turnover, especially something stupid that really gives the other team an opportunity to make a couple shots here and there.
And we'll have another turnover right on key, Jake.
Yep.
Yeah, you're shooting yourself in the foot. You're not even giving yourself an opportunity. If you can't get the ball, at least attempt it at the basket.
Yeah.
You're really hurting yourself.
Doesn't do much for you.
I look for St. John's to settle down a little bit and settle into their game. 3-point attempt there, a little bit long. Here comes South Central.
Ashley Fisher on the missed 3. Oh, traveling.
Looks like there's another one. Oh, we're going to have a foul.
Oh, my.
Not a turnover. Let's see who this foul's on.
It'll be on number 33.
Teresa Christie.
Hey, there's 2 points.
Another easy bucket. You got to be impressed with what you're seeing from South Central right now.
Yeah.
They're getting all the loose balls, offensive rebounds, and more importantly, their shots are falling.
It really is all that matters at the end.
St. John turns the ball over again. And here comes South Central. They're having trouble here, though, getting a handle on the ball. South Central will set up the offense. Works the ball to high post, now back out to the wing. That's a 2-point basket. A 2-point basket by number 21, Reagan Bain. She's come out shooting tonight. South Central on top of St. John 12-2. So St. John turns the ball over for the 8th time, and a loose ball foul will be on St. John.
Wow. So if you're St. John head coach right now, Jamie Smith, what are you thinking? You are down by 10 points. You've turned over the ball multiple times, and it's not even the end of the first quarter. What are you going to do to get your team back into shape here?
Settle down.
Settle down.
Play your basketball game. Slow down the pace. Try to get a handle on it. Coldwater will start to cool off, but the loose balls, you got to go after those.
Yeah.
The 50-50 balls have to be yours. I say they're going to cool off, but Reagan Bain might be proving me wrong tonight if she hits another big shot. South Central is just on fire right now. 14, St. John 2. Just about turned it over again.
Too far into the basket.
We're going to have a jump ball. I think that's the first tie-up of the afternoon. Or I should say the evening. The ball will stay with St. John. St. John works it around the perimeter. Cross-court pass. Nice drive to the basket, but doesn't get anything out of it.
Am I seeing a 3-2 defense here? Zone defense from the South Central?
I believe a 2-3.
2-3.
They do play it kind of spread out, so it'll kind of confuse you the way it looks. Nice look inside. Reagan Bain has clicking on all cylinders. She didn't get that bucket there, but what a look inside. And you must be impressed, have to be impressed with how South Central's come out playing tonight.
Yeah, for sure. And Danny Smith takes the head coach of the St. John girls. We'll be back after a break.
One minute and 1 second left here in the first quarter, and it's been all South Central. Jake, what do you think St. John needs to do to get back in this game?
Wow. Well, like you said before, they really just need to slow down, I think, a little bit and get their heads focused on where they need to be at the moment. Because right now they're all kind of sporadic and throwing up some wild shots. So I think if they can get themselves kind of in check, I think things could turn out pretty good for them at the end of the night here.
They get a bucket here to end the quarter. It'd be big. They just need to see one go through the basket.
They've only got 2 right now.
There's a nice drive by number 32, Brandy Hansen. She'll draw the foul. Even getting to the free throw line would be huge.
Yeah.
They just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Yeah.
St. John will throw the ball in bounds. St. John works the perimeter. Number 33, Teresa Christie, is fighting pretty good in there. And there's a big basket, a big 3-point basket there for St. John.
Sophomore Bailey Burns on the shot.
Couldn't have come at a better time. Nice look inside, though, by South Central, coming right back. Number 22, Ashton Snyder, will draw the foul. It would be on the floor, I believe. And South Central will take the ball underneath the basket.
With 20 seconds left, if you're South Central, what are you thinking here?
Run your offense. They've been doing a good job of getting the ball inside. They've pretty much gotten anything they wanted. Right as I say that, they struggle getting the ball in bounds and turn it over.
That one didn't turn out too well for him.
3rd turnover for the night for South Central. 5 seconds remaining. I don't know if St. John realizes that the clock is down to 3 seconds. 3-point attempt by number 11, Ashton Fischler, comes up a little short, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. We'll be back after a few kind words.
The Kansas State High School Activities Association is a nonprofit organization sponsored by more than 761 member schools. KSHSAA and its member schools promote, develop, and direct interscholastic activities to contribute to a well-rounded and meaningful educational experience. The positive values of competition and good sportsmanship for both participants and spectators are continually encouraged. A public service message from your Kansas State High School Activities Association and USD 448.
And we are back in the action here at Inman High School for the 2015 Sub-State games. Two-way. If you're just now tuning in, St. John Tigers are a little bit searching for answers here as they're down to the South Central Timberwolves 16-5. South Central will bring the ball up to the front court. That ball is tipped, but South Central will remain in possession. Oh, might have got away with a walk there.
Yeah.
3-point basket up and no good, but South Central there for another rebound.
Wow.
We're going to call a jump ball. Looks like there might have been some contact.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I could have swore St. John got that last jump ball, but it will go back to St. John. Number 11, Ashlyn Fisher brings the ball up the court. Let's see if that 3-point basket gives St. John any momentum. St. John works around the perimeter. Not much there.
No.
Oh, that's close to another walk. Nice aggressive move. Just got caught up a little bit on the handle.
Good grief. Lots of crazy quick passes coming around here. Nothing really quick and consistent.
Nice look inside, but number 15, Tara Christie, was just not ready for that ball. Here comes South Central the other way to the far side. Baseline runner gets the ball in the corner. And an errant pass is going to be a backcourt call on South Central, and that will go back to St. John. That'd be the 4th turnover of the night for South Central compared to 8 for St. John.
You know, if we look at the foul situation between both teams, there's a total of 6 fouls completely. So really, the fouls are probably not going to come into play later on as we finish out this game, I don't think.
Doesn't look like fouls are going to be a factor here in the first half, but we'll just have to see how that goes. Nice look inside, but again, number 15, Tara Christie just can't quite grab a hold of the ball, and that will go back to South Central. That will be another turnover for St. John. Here comes South Central. South Central has the ball. Dribbles baseline. Good defense there by St. John. But again, Reagan Bain having a huge first half gets another bucket. A 1-2-2 defense is what it looks like for South Central.
They don't do much of man-to-man
Nice
defense.
look inside. Number 15, Tara Christie, passes the ball up to number 33, Tara Christie. Nice defense there. As St. John gets a steal, it'll be a foul on South Central. 3rd team foul. South Central leads this game against St. John 18-7. But I just feel like St. John might be catching a little bit of the momentum.
I'm thinking so.
Nice look inside. Back outside to the far side corner. Not there. Look inside. Nothing around. Another nice pass inside. And here comes St. John with a little bit of momentum, cuts this game to single digits for the first time in a while.
They're starting to find the holes in the defense, the zone defenses of the South Central Tigers.
And what do you know? Reagan Bain misses one. Another nice take. Just can't get the ball to fall, but there's St. John there for the rebound and another putback.
Wow. Here they come.
St. John with momentum, down 7. Tara Christie with the ball at the top of the key will shoot a big three-pointer.
Wow.
Tara Christie answers just in the nick of time. And that might cool St. John off a little bit.
It might.
Big basket. It looks like St. John, though, has learned how to work against this 1-2-2 defense from South Central as they get another easy bucket.
This could prove to be a very interesting game.
I think both teams are really starting to settle down, and the game's a lot cleaner.
Yeah, I agree. St. John especially. And there's the Timberwolves for 2 points again.
On an offensive rebound. You got to think, halftime, 4 minutes away, boxing out and getting all those boards for St. John is going to be a big point of emphasis. 3-point basket off front rim, no good. St. John there for the rebound, back out top. St. John will work the ball around on the perimeter to the far side corner. Looks inside, nothing there. Back to the far side corner. Nice baseline drive.
She's moving a little bit. I wonder if that's
Looks like they're going to have a foul on the floor before the shot.
I bet you this is on Jellison. That's correct.
Team foul number 4.
Michaela Jellison called for the foul. Her first of the night, making it 4 team fouls against the Timberwolves.
St. John gets the ball in bounds, far side corner. Working on the perimeter. Here's a 3-point basket. No good, but St. John there for the rebound. Again, St. John working the perimeter to the baseline runner.
Yeah.
Up in there, 3-point basket up, no good. That will be long. And here comes South Central.
I really think St. John played that possession pretty smart, even though they didn't get a shot to go in.
Reagan Bain has cooled off a little bit, missing her last 3 shots, but she's going to draw a foul and go to the line. Good players, Jake, always find a way to get the ball in the basket.
Yeah.
If it's not falling for you, you get to the line. And now she's got another point on the board. I've been very impressed with Reagan Bain tonight.
Yeah.
Number 21, a junior for South Central.
She'll be good next year, for sure. She's going to build off of this experience and move into next year.
Second free throw a little bit long.
Ooh.
Here comes St. John. Number 3, Tori Fisher brings the ball up the court. Now passes the ball to number 32, Brandy Hansen. Brandy passes over to Ashlyn Fisher, who goes back to Hansen. Hansen looks things over. Back to Ashlyn Fisher.
Lots of good ball movement from the St. John Tigers here.
3-point basket up. No good.
Shot by Hansen, miss. Here comes
Nice
Bain.
move there by Reagan Bain to get
Wow.
the fast court break,
That
and she'll
is.
have another bucket.
Reagan Bain, unstoppable.
Pretty good basketball player.
Yeah. St. John's doing a really good job of making sure that they have a good shot opportunity before they just throw one up there. Playing smart with it.
You know, they are, but I've been very impressed. South Central knows how to work that 1-2-2 defense. They move very well. They cut off the cutters very quick. They seem to have a really good floor presence, knowing where the basketball is and where the cutters are coming from. St. John is being patient, looking for a nice shot. There's a nice drive to the basket. And number 3, Tori Fisher, will draw the foul. Or, I'm sorry, that's going to be a foul away from the ball.
Taylor Bain, I believe. Oh, I'm sorry.
Isabel
I don't have that one.
Martinez picks up the foul, number 52 for St. John.
And just like that, the Tigers are one foul away from the bonus section in the scoreboard.
5th turnover of the night for South Central. Then back to St. John. South Central in command of this basketball game right now after St. John had a nice run. But the score, South Central 26, St. John 13. Tori Fisher with some pretty good basketball handles out there. Pull-up jump shot goes off the back rim. It was a good-looking shot. But Tori Fisher with the rebound will get the putback.
As we reach the 1-minute marker left to go in your first half.
South Central ball at the top of the high post, swings it to the far side corner. Bain dribbles baseline, nothing there, just barely gets it out. South Central will move the ball around. Another baseline drive. Shot up and good for number 15, Riley Alexander. South Central just seems to have an answer, Jake. Every time that St. John looks like they might be picking up some momentum, here comes South Central making a play.
Yeah. Wow, look at that, Taylor Bain. Here she comes.
Nice steal there by Taylor Bain.
Wow.
I believe that was not Taylor Bain, number 34.
No, that was 14.
14, was it?
Taylor Bain. She's 2 at the line.
I'm getting Taylor and Reagan mixed up. I think they're sisters.
I think so. They look alike. Harris takes a seat as Haley Unruh comes in for the Timberwolves.
Taylor to put up her second free throw. This one's up, hits the front rim, then the back iron, no good. Here comes St. John.
And they're going to slow it down and try to get a shot off here to go into the halftime. 15 seconds to go.
You think they want to hold it for one shot, don't you think?
Yeah. But let's see if South Central lets them get a shot off.
I've been impressed with Tori Fisher.
I
She
have
looks
too.
like a fighter out there for St. John. 1 second, shot's up, no good. That'd be a blocked shot. That'll be the end of the first half.
We'll be back at the start of the second half.
Let's score.
Ethics, integrity, and respect are values important in our daily lives. All of these important values are learned by participation in interscholastic activity programs. During competition, they are translated into one word: sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is one of the strongest educational lessons and lifetime values taught by interscholastic activities. A public service message from your Kansas State High School Activities Association and USD 448.
Welcome back to Inman High School for the 2015 Sub-State Championship games. Tonight, we're in the process of watching the South Central Timberwolves, Lady Timberwolves, take on the St. John Tigers. South Central is up 28, St. John 15. South Central will have the ball to start the second half. Nice look inside to Bain, who has trouble handling the ball, saves it. Now it'll be a turnover. St. John's back the other way. That'll be a charge, most likely. No, a block is called. It looks like he was a little bit hesitant. To make that call. He might have wanted to call a charge, but he'll end up calling the block. It'll remain St. John basketball. St. John gets the ball in bounds very easily. And another loose ball. Bain with the steal. She'll grab it and have a loose ball foul here on St. John. So 2 quick turnovers and 2 quick fouls here for both sides. This is unofficial, but I have 6 turnovers so far for South Central Coldwater and 11 for St. John. St. John really starting to apply the pressure now. But a nice look inside, and it'll be 2 more easy points for number 5, Haley Unruh. That's going to be a walk. As number 12, Bailey Burns, gets a little confused about which way she wanted to go with the basketball there. And that'll be turnover number 12 for St. John. It looks like she's just maybe a little undecided if she wanted to go right with that basketball or left, and picked up her dribble and drug her pivot foot. St. John again with some half-court trap defense, and it looks like they might get a turnover. I haven't know as the ball is saved. We'll have a timeout here for South Central, a 30-second timeout for South Central. Just a quick reminder, your ticket to an athletic event is a privilege to watch students learn on the playing court. Unruly behavior is unacceptable in the classroom, and the sports arena is a classroom. Jake, South Central has doubled the score here of St. John with a score of 30-15. You see St. John climbing back into this one here. 7 minutes left in the third quarter.
Well, I was thinking about that when I had a chance to think about it over the halftime. And you know what? I think they can. They've shown their ability to come back from what they did in the first half. And I think they can continue to do that. Whether or not they will, I'm not sure. Your thoughts? Did I nail it?
You nailed it. You took the words right out of my mouth. St. John's passes to the high post. The ball is tipped. Bain from the far near side baseline doesn't get to go, but rebound goes to South Central. And number 23 for South Central, Michaela Jellison, will get another easy 2-point bucket off of an offensive rebound. South Central extends their lead to 17. Looks like South Central has dropped down into a 2-3, solid 2-3 to pack the lane. Number 5, Hayla Unruh will pick up a foul. That'll be her second foul and team foul number 2 early in this second half. St. John will throw the ball inbound underneath their own basket. That ball's tipped, but St. John does control the basketball. Nice lob, look inside, but just can't handle the ball. Nice drive to the basket there by number 3, Tori Fisher, but she can't get the ball to fall, and the rebound will go to South Central, and they're going to set up their offense. Good defense there by St. John. Cuts off the dribble to the basket. Bain with the rebound, or the loose ball, I should say. And St. John's back out on the perimeter. Not St. John, South Central, I'm sorry. Bain on the baseline. Surveys, looks inside. Loose ball picked up by South Central, who will draw the foul. I believe it's number 5, Haley Unruh, who will go to the line to shoot 2. Tori Fisher picks up the foul. That's her first on the evening. Team foul number 2. Haley Unruh gets the first free throw to fall. Second free throw up and good. A good start here to the second half for South Central, who just extends their lead that they built in the first half. St. John works the perimeter, now looks inside. There'll be another turnover for St. John. Again, some half-court trap defense by St. John, and they're going to get a turnover out of it. Tori Fisher on the fast break of a 2-on-1. Nice steal, though, by number 14 for South Central, who knocked it away, Taylor Bain. It'll cause a tie ball.
Sorry. St. John's head coach, Danny Smith, is going to call a full timeout as we approach the 5-minute marker in your third quarter. We'll be back after the short break.
Winter in Kansas is filled with many changes, from icy winds to gentle snow. It's the time to enjoy the excitement of interscholastic activities. Thousands of high school students need your support and encouragement. The Kansas State High School Activities Association and its members' schools provide thrills and suspense for a lifetime of memories. See another part of education come to life through interscholastic activities. A public service message from your Kansas State High School Activities Association and USD 448.
St. John with the ball inbounds. Looks like they're going to try to set up a play here to get an open shot. They do get the open shot, but it's a little bit long. It just has not been St. John's night. St. John has not been their night on the offensive end. Loose ball will stay with South Central. South Central will inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Gets the ball inbound fairly easily. Taylor Bain passes the ball inside. Nice little 3-foot jumper there by number 23. Michaela Jellison with another easy bucket. St. John works the ball around the perimeter. That ball's tipped and will stay with St. John. St. John, they inbound the ball on the far side. It's a nice drive to the basket, but St. John just cannot handle the ball and throws it out of bounds.
Yeah. And it's not really like the Timberwolves are playing a really like in-your-face defense. They're pretty set back. They know what they're doing, and they're set with it, but it's not like they're completely up and in your face the whole time. So there really is no excuse for that kind of turnover.
Bain on the baseline. Can't get that one to fall. But a rebound goes back to South Central, and they'll get another easy 2 points. Jake, I know if St. John fans are listening to this game online, they're probably sick of me saying another turnover, but there is another turnover. 15 for the night.
Yeah.
Another nice pull-up jumper by South Central. Doesn't fall. Ball's knocked around and finally brought down by South Central, and there's a foul on the play. It'll be on the floor. The ball will remain with South Central. There'll be team foul number 3 on St. John.
Foul is on Teresa Christie, the senior at St. John-Hudson High School. There's Bain.
Nice move to the
Wow.
basket there by Bain. Reagan Bain's a heck of a basketball player.
20 points differentiate the Timberwolves and the Tigers.
Tori Fisher up at the top of the key, dribbles around, can't find anywhere to go with it. Baseline drive there by St. John-Hudson, nothing there. Bain knocks that ball out of bounds. St. John's just really struggling to get anything generated on the offensive end. This is a clean look at the basket, and that one will fall. Nice shot by Bailey Burns there for St. John. St. John has a nice half-court trap set on. Tori Fisher with a nice steal. Should have an easy layup here. And she's fouled on the shot. She'll go to the line to shoot two.
Yeah. That's kind of a good morale booster there for the Tigers. Good steal.
Number 15, Riley Alexander with the foul. That'll be her second on the evening. Tori Fisher to shoot her first free throw. It's up and good. I've been very impressed with Tori Fisher, and I like to point out she hasn't had huge numbers tonight, but she seems to have a lot of basketball skill and IQ, and she is just a freshman.
Yeah. She's got a good future ahead of her.
Yes, she does.
Tori Fisher of the St. John Tigers. $20 now, separating both teams.
Nice take again by Bain, who finishes with the left hand.
How many points does she have on the night?
I don't have a total here,
Have a
Jake.
total?
Double figures for sure.
Double figures.
Fisher with the ball up to the top of the key. Scouts the defense. Now passes to the near side corner. Nice take to the basket, but can't get the ball to fall.
Good
St.
offensive
John
rebound.
does get the rebound. That's going to be a foul on St. John. Number 12, Bailey Burns.
Substitutions.
That'll be Bailey Burns' second foul on the evening as well. 14 fouls for St. John, 3 team fouls for South Central.
Slow start to that offensive inbound. They got it in. Here comes the Timberwolves.
Bain with the ball on the perimeter, has the ball knocked away.
Wow.
Nice defense there. And by number 12, Bailey Burns, who brings the ball up the court. Oh, looks like we had a little contact out there as both players fall to the ground. St. John will turn the ball over.
It's been quite a few interesting, large amount of contact is what I'm trying to get at. No calls have been made.
Another turnover for the Timberwolves. St. John will get the ball back down. 22 points, score 42. St. John 20. St. John works the ball around. We'll throw the ball inside. Nothing there. There's another turnover. Here comes South Central. Nice crossover dribble. Stop and jump shot, but won't fall. Rebound goes to St. John. Now we're head back the other way. Number 22, Ashton Snyder will bring the ball up the court and set up the offense. 32.
Seconds to go now as we approach the end of your third quarter.
Three-pointer up and no good. Nice rebound by St. John.
It
We'll
is.
get a nice
Good
bucket
conversion.
there. Number 12, Bailey Burns with a 2-point field goal.
30-second timeout. We'll be back. back here to Inman High School as the Tigers facing off against the Timberwolves of South Central.
.38 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 20-point margin for South Central.
Still seeing a full court press from St. John.
Nice crossover dribble, but a turnover. Looks like we're gonna have a tie up.
A few seconds later, if that whistle would not have blown, it would have been a one-man show for the Tigers, coast to coast.
Here comes St. John. Move the ball around on the perimeter. Nice ball movement. Baseline penetration, not there.
Shot up and no good. 10 seconds to go.
Tara Christie put that shot up. And a little full court pressure here by St. John, but South Central breaks it and they'll have a fast break. Bain for three. Off the back iron, no good, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. We will be back after a short break. Welcome back to Inman High School for your 2015 Sub-State Championship games. If you're just now joining us, South Central has a 20-point lead on the St. John Tigers as we start the fourth quarter. Score 42, St. John 22. South Central will have possession of the basketball. Again, half-court trap pressure put on by St. John, trying to get some turnovers and some easy points generated. So far, South Central has handled this reasonably well. They have turned the ball over a few times.
Wow, quick timeout called. Came from the head coach of the Timberwolves,
30
Ryzik.
30-second timeout.
So St. John Tigers down by 20. You're a head coach of the Tigers, which is Danny Smith. What are you saying to your players right now in the huddle?
Keep fighting.
Keep fighting.
Anything can happen. Big baskets can take place. You know, you see this half-court trap defense by St. John, and they're trying to get some defense turned into offense, some easy baskets on the other end, some layups to try to fight back into this game. But
yeah,
South Central has done a pretty good job of handling this half-court trap defense.
Yeah, they have.
Looks like we got a straight-up man-to-man now by St. John. That shot is partially blocked.
Wow.
And it will be St. John basketball. I thought that shot was blocked. Thought it would stay there.
I was seeing a little bit of contact. We all see it differently.
Think she got it on the arm a little bit?
I think she did a little bit.
St. John has just struggled to find rhythm tonight.
Yeah.
And you have to give some credit to South Central's defense. South Central has played zone all night. They've switched from a 1-2-2 to a 2-3, and it's been very effective.
Yeah, for sure.
freshman Tori Fisher will check back into the basketball game for St. John. Tori Fisher with the basketball drills back out to the top of the key. She'll drive to the middle of the floor, nothing there, but kicks out. 3-point basket, no good. St. John with the rebound. Basketball goes back up. Again, no good. St. John with the rebound again. We're going to have a foul. No, that's going to be against St. John with a push. Ball will go to South Central. What do you think about that one, Jake?
Oh, I don't think I like that one. I thought Ashlyn Fisher was the one who was fouled, but instead it was Teresa Christie, her teammate, that was actually doing the fouling. We all see it differently, like I said earlier. Ooh, wild pass. We'll see who gets to it first. Good grief.
That's a pretty good, pretty strong foul there by number 32, St. John.
That was Brandy
Hanson. Dangerous pass.
Yeah. She had to do something with it. She was reaching her limit. So
Ball being knocked out of bounds. Stay with South Central.
you know what? I'm really liking what I'm seeing here from the St. John Tigers, that they are still being aggressive. They're down by 20, yes. It is the fourth quarter, yes, but they are still being very aggressive, especially on defense, and making the South Central Timberwolves really work for their lead that they've got now.
Good man-to-man, solid defense here by St. John. You know, something else you get really notice as you look at St. John out there against South Central is the height differential.
I was just about to say it.
South Central is long and tall. St. John is a lot smaller. And I think you've seen that show up on the offensive rebounds here for South Central. They've got so many putbacks on 2-foot shots because they just tower over St. John. But so far the story to me in this ball game, Jake, and as most oftentimes it is the story, is when you turn the ball over, as I see 17 times, you're going to have a tough time. You're going to have a very tough time winning basketball games.
Yeah. You know, one thing that really has not played an influence on this game is fouls. Therefore, free throws really haven't played a good part of this game, as they do in most games when it comes down to the wire. But tonight hasn't really done that.
Those turnovers are unofficial numbers, but they are definitely double digits for the Timberwolves. Or did I say that right? Yeah, the
Nope.
Timberwolves.
No, for the Tigers.
Oh, for the Tigers, that's right.
Good offensive rebound, and the shot goes back up. Tara Christie's going to be at the line. She's going to get 2 shots under her belt. Missed the first one. The score hasn't changed in a good 3 or 4 minutes yet. I mean, that's interesting to me. With this much of a deficit, that it hasn't changed, and that shows that both teams are still putting forth their best effort, which is really what I like to see, especially with the end of the season approaching.
For one of these teams.
Yeah, a lot of these teams, but also for the St. John Tigers.
Again, full court pressure put on by St. John, and South Central will break it. It seems like South Central is really starting to play a more of a hold and wait instead of attack offense. You know, and
It's paying off.
I'm not going to say it's the wrong move when you're up, 19 points with 5 minutes, but I just have never liked that. You know, in football, I hate when defenses go into prevent mode, and basketball, I hate when they do the stall offense. So I feel like you just turn the ball over, and you just take yourself out of your rhythm.
Yeah.
I just feel like you should just keep attacking and keep playing your game.
Well, and it causes your opponent, in this case, the St. John Tigers, to do one thing, and that's foul. And you look at the scoreboard, they've got 18 fouls, which is resulting in free throws. And the Timberwolves have already proven themselves as good free throw shooters. So really the strategy works out, whether it's whether we like it or not, it's working for them. So it's a smart move for where they are now.
If you can make your free throws, right?
If you can make your free throws, that's true. We just got another example of the height deficit between both of the teams as a complete block shot.
See, Bain has an open shot right there and refuses to take it.
Well, and I think
She has
that's
been hitting those all night.
She has been, but I think that's because the Timberwolves coach, Tim Renke, has really kind of just told his players to back off and focus a little bit more on holding the ball and running down the clock.
They do. They want to hold the clock. They want to stall. I just don't like it, Jake.
We'll be back after the short break.
All right, welcome back to Inman High School 2015 Sub-State Championship game. We have, not championship game, I'm sorry, championship games. 5:11 left in the fourth quarter. St. John sticks with the man-to-man defense. Good, tight, solid defense here by St. John.
They've been playing that all night, and I'm really impressed with the stamina of this team because they have been doing that all night, and it's such an aggressive defense. They've got a good stamina, and that really reflects the coaching and the coaching staff that they've worked all season to keep such a good stamina going during a hard basketball game such as what has been played tonight.
Seems to be a lid on the basket here in the last few minutes.
Yeah, only 1 point scored in the past 4 to be exact, 4 minutes.
There's a three-point basket. No good.
Wow. There's.
You know, I haven't watched. In fact, I haven't watched any St. John girls basketball this year, but I have a feeling number 11, Ashlyn Fisher, just by watching her shot, it says she's struggling a little bit tonight.
Yeah.
She has a good-looking shot, and that ball has just not fallen for her tonight. That's got to be frustrating.
And some games are just like that, you know, and if it's a sub-state game, it sucks, but they're just, you know, just like that.
You know, especially as a senior, you want, you know, you're playing your last games of your career. You want them to be some of your best, and it's just really a struggle, you know, and the ball just won't go through the hoop, and sometimes that's the way it goes. But she continues to fight out there, playing good defense. There's some nice steal.
Yeah. You know, we would like to take this moment to congratulate all of the teams that have been in this tournament so far. That shows that they have worked hard to get here and have done a good job up to this point. So just a quick reminder that after this, immediately following this game, we will be bringing you the other ladies game where the Mound Ridge Wildcats are going to take on the Abilene Berean Academy Warriors. So do stay tuned. Clayton Kearley and I, Jacob Durson, will be with you to bring you that game as well.
Did you just tell me to stay toned?
Toned. Stay toned. Tuned, you know.
Well, I'm going to have to do some working out. I do need to stay toned or get toned. How about that?
Foul called. This foul will be called on Burns, Bailey Burns of the Tigers.
3:29 remaining in this game. It's been a bit of a slow fourth quarter, actually a very slow fourth quarter. Number 15, Riley Alexander, gets the bucket to fall for the Timberwolves. She's had a very solid game for the Timberwolves.
You know, and she's not one that's really going to jump out at you on the scoreboard sheets, but she really does a lot defensively and especially offensively deep in the paint. You know, she does a good job for the Timberwolves.
There's a nice steal by the Timberwolves. Bounced up to Reagan Bain.
Yep.
We don't have a score total for her tonight.
I would say she's over 20. That would be my guess.
She's had a heck of a basketball game tonight. It really is she's the player that got it started for South Central, hitting 3 or 4 shots in a row, and St. John just hasn't come back. And there's another shot that this looks like it's going to go in for number 11, Ashton Fisher, and it just won't fall. She's got some range. She's a small girl, but she can shoot.
Yep. And we'll be back after the full timeout.
All right. Final stretch here. 2:50 remaining in the fourth quarter. South Central on top, 46, St. John 25. It's been a pretty comfortable game for South Central, is led by double digits for a large part of this game.
Yeah.
They're going to turn it over on a
Wow.
5-second violation, though. Great defense by St. John.
Yeah. That was really nice. First one of the game, but I bet it won't be the last one, at least carrying on into the next game that we've got coming up. That's one of those weird turnover things you don't hear very much. That is not called very much. Usually teams do a pretty good job of getting the ball out of the outside line. Out of bounds line, rather.
Tori Fisher for three. Can't get that ball to fall. Nice rebound by St. John. But that length and height for South Central again coming in handy. Affecting that shot. St. John with some full court pressure, trying to pick up some easy turnovers. But
Right there it is, right in
there
the
it
hands.
is. Oh, looks like we're going to have a double dribble.
Double dribble. Wow. They had that.
It's such a difficult call, you know, these
Yeah.
games for referees, because just in a blink of an eye, it can be a double dribble or a foul.
Yeah.
It looked like there's some contact on that play.
There was some serious contact, yeah. And then,
In fact, we got Bain down here. Reagan Bain looks like they're taking a minute for her. She might have some blood coming out of her mouth.
And double zero, Cassidy Harris. And for the Tigers,
she's going to take a seat. You know, Bain has had an outstanding game, and you're getting a standing ovation here for Bain as she takes a seat probably, I would say, for the rest of this ball game. She's really had an outstanding
I don't
game.
think there's any
Really
reason
has.
to put her back in.
No, there's not.
South Central gets the ball inbound. There's a nice trap there by St. John. I thought they were finally going to get some points out of this pressure defense, and the ball just will not go through the hoop.
Both teams at this point. You know, I'm kind of questioning now if St. John would have started on this little trap thing they've got going on and been more aggressive with it earlier, would it have paid off for him? Because the first two times we've seen it happen, it's paid off for him so far. So I'm wondering if maybe they would have started that earlier. But then you've also got to take into account an attack strategy like that really, really fatigues your players because you're requiring a lot of them. So,
well, you know, it's that coupled with South Central's approach here as well. South Central, you know, with the big lead, they're just not playing as aggressively as they were in the first half. But there's another turnover, Jake. St. John will have the ball again.
3 consecutively. St. John is really doing an impressive job of working their butts off to get to this point in the game. Still going hard, defensively, especially offensively, really working hard. That's what I really like to see when I'm looking at a team is how do they act and how hard are they working towards the end of the game. And that really defines what a good team is in my eyes.
I agree. You know, a lot of victories don't always show up on the scoreboard. And in high school athletics, at this level, effort, discipline, hard work, all of those things, and the never give up attitude is what you really want to see your players accomplish. And I think St. John can hold their head high tonight.
I think they can. Hey, here's Bain.
Bain back in the game.
Bain's back in the game.
I just feel like it's unnecessary risk to have her on the floor.
You're going to need to save her for tomorrow night, where the Timberwolves of South Central will be taking on the winner of the following game.
You know, it looks like Bain is wearing a pretty hefty knee brace there. Like she might have had to recover from a pretty severe knee injury, maybe a ACL tear or MCL tear. It just makes me so nervous at the end of these games when very talented players are on the court. You just hate to see something terrible happen.
Her especially. I mean, she's had an outstanding game offensively, defensively. So keeping her on the floor, I don't know.
Another loose ball there, and players banging into each other.
You know, at this point, what the refs are calling at this point, what they're not calling at this point in game with 1 minute to go. You know, it's kind of a between a rock and a hard place, because you need to call what you need to call and what you don't need to call specifically, but you also need to make sure that your players are being safe out on the floor, you know?
Absolutely. It looks like St. John is they're polling their seniors right now as Bailey Burns and Teresa Christie.
We're seeing an emotional bench
Jared
right
Christie,
now, looking down.
Ashlyn Fisher, all take a seat. I've been impressed with these St. John girls. You know,
I have too.
It's hard. It's tough to take a loss, especially kind of a big loss like this. But just how hard they've played and their attitude. Nobody likes to lose.
No.
And they've handled themselves with great sportsmanship.
They have. It would be really easy to not exhibit that, but they have at this point, and I'm really impressed with that and the overall character of the St. John's girls team.
They still have a boys team in here.
They do.
That, I would say have a pretty better than good chance of taking this tournament.
I would say so.
But you know, anything can happen. That's why they play the game.
Yep.
Freshman Tori Fisher, I've just been very impressed with her basketball skills. And as I say that, she mishandles the ball and turns it over. But she has been, as a freshman out there, competing at this level is a pretty big deal. And
she's really exhibited herself in a very good way, I think.
Good defense applied there by Fisher.
Wow, wild shot paying off for number 22 of Ashton Snyder. 30-second mark in the final moments of this contest.
And South Central still has all their starters in the game.
Shot off the mark. 15 seconds to go. And the South Central crowd is on its feet.
South Central has played a phenomenal basketball game tonight.
Simply outstanding.
For the last couple minutes, we've been talking about St. John, but you got to like South Central's chances going into the championship game Saturday night.
Wow. And with that, the South Central Timberwolves take tonight's contest with a score of 50-28. I'm your host, Jacob Dirksen, alongside Clayton Kearley. Thank you for being with us tonight. Please stay with us for another 20 minutes or so as we will experience the start of the Mount Ridge and Ebling Berean game. Thanks for tuning in.